I have not been live in, God, it's been like 2 years. And I'm going to explain why. Let me sort of close my door here. Pardon the mess behind me. I have a lot of stuff I brought back from Tennessee, which I will explain. So, first of all, I want to start with I'm glad to be back here because I know it's been over 2 years. The dogs are coming to join me. I have a new doggie since the last time I was live. Hey, Jess, Mod143, Sly, how's everybody doing? I know, birthday. Okay, just so you know, I'm going to throw it out there. Hello, darling. My baby girl's in here. I am going to Vegas soon. I have not been in over a decade, so it's been a long time, and I'm ready. One thing I'm not ready for is it's super, super, super hot right now. Like anybody who knows this area, and pardon me for the hat, like my hair, I'm getting it done on Tuesday, and it's a total jacked up mess right now. So there's that. But yeah, so okay, I have ADHD in case y'all don't know. My brain goes like this. It's like a ping pong ball in a cement mixer. I might go from one conversation to a completely different conversation in a matter of seconds. So get your brains ready because I can't help it. But so the reason I haven't been live for a really long time was because my mom, some of you know, and some of you may not know, that she got sick with breast cancer in 2018 or 2019. 2019. And she, yes, lie, definitely, mine is like bad. She was diagnosed in 2019, and in 2020, what year is this? 2023, she was diagnosed with, it came back. And it was stage 4, and it was everywhere. It was in the bones. It was in the liver. It was everywhere. So that was fun. So I immediately packed my stuff, myself and my daughter, my oldest daughter, and we drove to Tennessee. And I'll be honest, I thought I'd be there like a few months because it was grim. I mean, I know that kind of like that's not the diagnosis you want from anybody, for anybody. It's the worst of the worst. I know. I miss her too. I do. I miss her so much. But she fought really hard for 2 years, almost 2 solid years, and she passed away early this year. And so that is where I have been. Yes, cancer does suck. Sly, absolutely it sucks. You have no idea how much it sucks because today, I'm not trying to be a downer on this live, marks 24 years, thank you, since my daughter passed away from cancer. Like, what is it? I've lost the majority of my family from cancer, and I'll be honest, I am sick of it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought I mentioned it. Stage 4 breast cancer. Illume. I don't recognize that name, but you look. Oh, you're very pretty. Your picture, very pretty. So I know that I have gained some new subscribers since because I've been sharing like different things like travels, which I plan to do a lot more of. Y'all excuse the hair blowing. I can't stand it. The fan is to be in my face, or I'm not happy. See what I mean by like switching the conversations? But yeah, I'm excited because I know I've gained some new followers, and they're probably from a very different community. Our community is, I'll be honest, kind of fucked up. Like they're not. I can't do the drama 24/7. I cannot do. I can't take it. It's too much for me. And I noticed that when I was taking care of my mom, and being there in that atmosphere, like made me realize I can't do that. Life's too short. It's too short to be pissed off and mad at the world and talking crap about this one, talking crap about that one. And, it's a whole big cycle that goes around. And it's like, if y'all remember, I don't know how many of y'all were with me when I first started, but I started doing lives on Instagram during the pandemic. There's a puppy dog down here. And, oh, here comes the other one. It was fun. We used to go live, and we would laugh, and we would show funny videos and play games, and we laughed. We had a good time. When is the last time that y'all have gone into a live and everybody's like having fun because I'm not seeing it. Yes, you are absolutely right. It is best to put positive into the world. I agree with that. And I used to. What's funny is, my mom was 80. She was 80. She had just turned 80 when I got there. Um, and I would tell her about some of these people that I followed. Yes, Jess remembers, and she's the OG, man. She's one of my OGs for sure. But I would tell her that I'm like following this girl who's homeless and she's just an absolute disaster, and I would be really into it, and she would say, "Well, if she's a disaster, why do you follow her?" And I'm like, "I don't know." I started watching her from Love After Lockup, and I just sort of, how you just sort of, you feel like you just have to continue like what's going on with their life, when in reality we probably shouldn't, because their life is an absolute disaster. I no longer go or sub to a lot of people. Yeah, it's very toxic. It's very toxic. I do. I miss those lives too, Jess. And I this is kind of a getting back into if y'all can't tell, I mean my laptop is sitting on a box because everything's all messed up. Like my stuff is still in boxes. FYI, when you go somewhere and you stay for a long period of time and you're bored, so you shop on Amazon, you end up with a lot of stuff. Just so you know. Most of it made its way back here to Arizona. I won't explain why the other part didn't make it back here. It's a long story with a really bad moving company, but I'll just put it out there really quickly since I am, doing the whole ADHD thing right now. Beware if you hire a moving company. Look very deeply into them because I got my stuff 31 days late. Well, actually, I got it about 25 days late. It was supposed to be here in 7 days. Between 7 to 14 days, got here in 31. Half the stuff didn't make it, or at least a third of it didn't make it. The rest of the stuff was either like, it looked like literally somebody ran over my boxes with a truck. Hello, Heather Bell. Oh, I like that name. You must be a friend of my daughter's. By the way, Amy is my daughter. She's in here. Where is she at? Let's see. This is my child. That's my child. One of them. I love her and adore her. But yeah, so just beware. 2 men in a garbage trucks are garbage. Oh, is that a moving company? I feel like I've heard of that. Well, I can tell you this. So the company that I hired, let me move this down a little bit because I'm very short in here. Was called Noble Moving Company, and when you look them up, because I was like planning to come back out here, I live in Arizona. So I was in Tennessee taking care of. Yes, she does rock, Heather. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know. I made some beautiful, wonderful, wonderful children. Period. I still wish I had my other one with me, and I know she feels the same way. But yeah. Anyways, we don't. So there's that. But the moving company thing was bad. It was really bad. So as my stuff got here, and I'm like going through some things, of course, lots of things are broken. It's things that were my mom's, stuff that she's collected throughout the years that I was going to keep. Some I was going to keep, some I was going to sell because it's actually worth some money. And to quote my mom, that's your savings account, Susie. Y'all have no clue how big my savings account is and still is. I had a whole estate sale and still have like gazillion things to get rid of. My mom loved Christmas. Anybody who knows her knows she loved Christmas. So there were some things, mixed in, obviously, that weren't Christmas. But what are you doing, son? He's so oh, that's his bag of goodies back there. I don't know if y'all can see the little fur ball. You see the tip of his head right there? That little red bag that's back there behind me is his when we travel. And he's climbing up there trying to get into it because he's like, yay. I know. The moving company thing was a disaster. I'll let you know how bad it was. It's so bad that after I started like trying to contact them and file all these whitish fur baby's head. Yeah. Oh my gosh, he's on top of stuff trying to get in that bag. Hey, come here. He's like, gimme. Oh, hey, Heidi. Thank you. I know. I'm going to come back more often. I've got to get my stuff situated. I feel like I'm closed in. I can't stand for like there to be clutter everywhere, and it's making me crazy. Is he? Look at he's honing in. He's on my live right now. Thank you, Heidi, for the happy birthday. My puppy is in the background. He's like, hey, let me in on this action. Fur babies versus treat success. Trust me, they get treats. I just like made tacos, and of course, the meat that I use, I cooked some for them. He just fell off. What just happened? Get out of there. I think I'm gonna have to put him in another room. Uh, and by the way, this new fur baby, I've had Pixie. I had my oldest one. She turned 7 this year. But the newest one, he just turned 2, and yeah, Thump. He's the one that my mom got me for Christmas, 2023. I forget what year it is anymore. Yeah, 2023. And she found him, like, I think she thought that I was like getting down because, it's kind of hard when you're taking care of people who are just clearly going through it. They're clearly going through it. Yes, it is my birthday, Heather Bell. Thank you very much. That's why the trip to Vegas, because I can't wait. I cannot wait. I've been needing to go there for so long. But yeah, he was the best gift ever, even if he is a nosy little shih tzu. Look at him. He's like, gimme. But yeah, my mom found him on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Might have been Christmas Day. And she said, you need to go see this puppy. You need to go see him because I really feel like you need a dog. Yeah, the balloons. That's okay. And she was like, just ask the girl if she still has him. I'm like, Mom, it's Christmas Day. I don't really want to bother her, but he was the last one. So I messaged him. I can hear him back there knocking stuff over. I messaged her and she goes, oh, yeah, he's available. You can come look at him. I was going to go Christmas Day. So I went the next day. And when the door opened, this little guy like just jumped up on me. And I went, oh, okay, I need this little boy in my life. So, of course, my mom helped me get him for Christmas. That was my Christmas gift. And I'll be honest, best Christmas gift probably ever. Except for my daughter, who was born really close to Christmas. I won't give her birthday away, but she was born very close to Christmas. Shih Tzus. I had 2, and the third is mixed. Okay, so one that we have, the black, the female. Okay, and this is honestly, y'all, just go ahead and neither one of them are fixed. I've got a male and a female, and I don't know what she's got going on, but he's just walking around, sniffing, and I'm like, dude, give her a break. They all know I'm a Sagittarius. Oh, God. The Sagittarius. Woof, man. They'll give you a run for your money, that's for sure. I'm having some Chardonnay. But it's not very good. I mean, it's okay. Hey, psst, sir. Come here. Come here. Oh, he wants in that bag so bad. Amy, with everything going on, it's understandable. Yeah. Our life kind of just got thrown in a big upheaval for the last couple years. Like, my mom is that one person where, how you got something on your mind that you want to talk about, or something good happening or something bad happening or whatever the case may be. And you got that one person you're going to pick up the phone and call. It was always her. So it's like, now she's gone and I don't know how to live, without her. I don't. Like I'm not adjusting very well. I'll put it that way. I mean, having lost like so many people. I lost my brother. It started out with, I lost my daughter. Then I lost my dad. Then I lost my aunt. All these people to cancer. I lost my uncle to cancer. I lost a cousin, not to cancer, but he was very young. And then I lost my mom. I just lost everybody. It's messed up. It's so messed up. My mother passed away a year ago in February. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm really sorry. That sucks because it's different. Like when you just be, hey, does this look familiar? Sorry. If y'all ever watched Tim the Tool Man, you would recognize this, right? This old, that tells my age. That tells how old I am. Um, I am very sorry for your losses. Like, that sucks. I don't know. It's weird when you're. I wasn't expecting to bury a child for sure. That like that messed with me in a way that I can't describe. I really can't describe it. It messed with me. But it's like I don't know. Watching her lose her child, which was my brother, that was hard. And then just 5 years later, she passed away. I'm like, what's going on? Like our genes are not great. Can y'all hear me okay? Because I'm just thinking about that. Like I have a lot of fans going, and I hope it's not. I hope y'all can hear me. I can't turn on my. Can't if I turn the volume up on my phone to see if y'all can hear me. It's gonna be like messed up. Oh hi, buddy. You wanna come say hi? You wanna come say hello? He's down by my feet. Newly awakened. Hello, newly awakened. Oh, you hear me? Okay, good. I have this fancy little. Okay, I have all kinds of nice stuff for my lives. Y'all, I'm not even kidding. I have a whole big setup, but it's like so. I have two of these actually because while I was in Tennessee, I was like, oh, well, when I go live, I'm going to need one of these, right? And I think I went live twice, maybe. And one time, our ghost showed up. Do you want me to tell you about the ghost? Because that was weird. There literally is a ghost at my mom's building. Um, and one of the girls in my live was like having a fit. She was like, oh my God, I'm seeing things in the background and it's kind of freaking me out. It's kind of scaring me. Oh, Amy brought you here. Yay. Well, it's nice to meet you. Hello, hello. Um, yes, the ghost story. I will, like I said, in case you weren't here earlier, I'm going to flip and flop from story to story because sometimes it's a little too hard to talk about the sad stuff and it's Saturday night anyways, and we should be having fun and I'm trying not to think about a certain loss. So, we just won't do that. But yeah, the ghost. Okay. So my mom owns this building. There are two businesses downstairs. Okay. It's like a two-story building, old, like over 100 years old. And it's built out of everything's concrete. The floors are all concrete except for obviously the second floor. Um, and then the whole entire like shell, the outside of the building is all concrete, is concrete block. So it's not going anywhere anytime soon. It's been in a lot of like bad weather, and so far, knock on wood, because I now own half of it. I don't want it to blow away, but it has been through a lot of weather. But it's also like half the building. It started out like half the building was there, and it was like a long time ago. It was like a general store. Do y'all even remember what those are? Like on not Little House on the Prairie, because that I think that goes a little further back, but something similar to that. Where you just go and buy everything in this one little store, and then they lived upstairs, the people that own the store, which was pretty common. I guess I'm not sure, was it? I know, right? Okay, it's hard for me to call her Amy, and I'll tell you why. Because I actually named her Amy Nicole, and I always call her Nicole. So if you hear me slip up and say that, I'm talking to her. But yeah, like a general store. It had everything. Well, as later on in the years, they built on a second half, so that's why we now have like two halves of the building, but they all kind of came together. Well, there have been a lot of weird things happening in this place. So we named the ghost George, and I don't know why, because I don't really know who owned the building before. There's probably multiple owners. I'm not sure. I know everybody knows her as Amy. I know. I can't. It's hard for me because I can't. I don't call her that. I've always called her Nicole. So, but yeah, I remember an instance where okay, so just so you know a little history about this building. So my mom has lived there for 30 plus years. She has lived there for as long as she owned the building. But myself and my two kiddos, I mean, we would sort of breeze in and breeze out depending on if the situation wasn't so great or if I needed a place to go and I didn't want to have to go rent a place. I always had an apartment there, and my mom has lived in every single part of that building. She lived downstairs at one point. They didn't even have a business down there. She made the whole entire like downstairs like a studio apartment, which I actually thought was cool. I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it. I liked it really a lot because it gave me the opportunity to have both apartments upstairs, which, by the way, is a lot of space. But it was fun. So we, in and out, we went, we came and we went. But there was an instance where the phone rang upstairs. Nobody was up there. And I was so there's some stairs that go from down the inside, like to the bottom floor. And she transformed that so many. I know it did get transformed a lot. Oh, my fire sister. Oh no. Yes. Oh, we got a lot of ghost stories. But this particular one, the phone rang, and I thought, well, it could be something important. So I ran up the stairs to go answer the phone. The phone was off the hook. Like, this was the days when you had an actual phone that like sat on a hook. Okay. And it was like somebody just like, here's the phone, and it was placed to the side, like this right here. And I'm like, what the hell? So I pick it up thinking, okay, nobody said anything, it's just quiet. And I'm like, I can hear a little something, but I couldn't tell what it was. I'm all, so I hang it up and I run downstairs, and I'm like, did somebody just play a prank on me with the phone? Nope. Nope, nobody was up there. We didn't touch the phones. I know, old phones, right, Sly? I mean, those were the days. Those were the days when you hung up on somebody, they knew it because it was bam. It was right in their ear. But yeah, nobody was there. George answered my phone. I don't know what he said to whoever was on the other line, but it was like, okay, fine. That was a kind of a once in a one-off type thing. Although we had seen like multiple things happening and heard things before that, I didn't think that much of it. And then, okay, my mom was like, she's on a completely other end of the apartment. So I know some ghosts, this ghost has energy for sure. Sly, he definitely does. Yeah, I don't know why we named him George though. I can't figure out why we did. We just started calling him George. She says she's laying there one night, she's in her bed, and she's reading a book, and you know how you can just kind of feel like there's something around you, but you don't really know what. And there was this big pile of papers on a like over on her chest or whatever, like sitting maybe about 3 or 4 feet away. Yeah. And she goes, it's just a big pile of papers. They weren't like sitting funny, like they were going to fall or anything like that. They were all nice and neat. And the next thing she knows, it's like somebody just walked up and went, whoosh. Every single paper went up in the air. And I'm like, well, it had to be George. She goes, yeah, but why? It turned out her divorce papers were in there from my dad. So I don't know, was that a sign? Because my dad was in the hospital at the time. So it's really kind of funky and weird. I believe in that. So anybody in here that doesn't believe in that, sorry. But I do. I'm weird like that. But and then what else did George do? Oh, my dryer. Yeah. When I was there during this recent stay, my blow dryer just came on. I'm sitting there, blow dryer just comes on. I'm like, what is happening? Nobody's there. It's just me. Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like that he would just do random things. But they weren't mean things. He wasn't like hurting anybody. But it was funny because that night I did a live. Like there was this door like right behind my head, like right here, and it kept it kept making noises and opening and closing, and there was nothing there. There was no reason for it to open and close. He was just like, I'm going to make myself known on this live. And I don't think it went live after that because people got scared. He was very random. I agree. Yeah, he was playful. He was very playful. He was just like, hey, I'm here. You're going to have to deal with me. That's the way it is. And I used to often wonder, like, what my dog could see in here because he would do random things, and I'd be like, does he see stuff? Yeah, and I kind of feel like animals can like see and sense things. Do y'all think so? Because I do. Too bad you didn't let me know. Oh, why? Why is that, Sly? Should I have let you know? Yeah, no, I would yeet. I know. You know what? We just got so used to it, newly awakened. They were just like, whatever. Yes, I do think they do. And I think I think babies see things. Because, and I don't want to sound like morbid, not doing that. But my daughter passed away in this house. And I now have a younger daughter who just had a birthday not too long ago. She's technically an adult, but not really. She's still my little baby. But she used to talk to people in her crib, and I'm like, who is she talking to? And I often wondered, like, you know, was my kid here talking to her? Because it's possible. I mean, anything's possible. But I kind of believe in that stuff. I've seen like ghosts come to me in dreams, and like real, beautiful, not like mean ghosts, or not like that. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to scare anybody, but it wasn't anything like that. I don't really have like nightmares about ghosts, but I have come upon several in my lifetime. I'm a weenie when it comes to that stuff. Possibility of a ghost, I'm out. Well, okay. On that note, I'll tell you this house that we moved into, because myself, when I was younger, my mom and dad used to move around like often. So I lived everywhere down south possibly you could think of. I mean, in my mind, I did. But this particular time, we were moving into a house in Mississippi, and that house gave me a funky, weird feeling. You ever have that? Like there's something not right. But we were working on the house. The house was being worked on, I should say. That was being renovated and whatnot. And we would go up there, and it was on a hill. It was beautiful. I mean, it looked out onto this, like beautiful land. It was gorgeous, and the land behind it was gorgeous. It was a very pretty place. But I got the creeps about it. And as I start looking around, I realized there was a doctor that lived in that house, and somebody told us a story about the doctor there's an added on room to the house that was all windows, like except for the one wall, where it was added onto. But there was a door there, and then there's three walls, all windows. It's wild. I'm like, why would somebody do that? Well, because he was dying. He wanted to be able to see out. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. And I found all these weird, like, the little brown bottles, because I don't know if y'all know about apothecary days, but I know a little bit, but I don't know enough. But I know some by getting into his stuff. I don't know what was in those bottles. I probably had no business going through it whatsoever, but I did. But the first night that we spent the night there was a huge storm, which not uncommon in Mississippi. It was raining and lightning and thunder and all that good stuff. Well, there's still stuff that had not been moved around, like moved where it's supposed to be. There was this chair. Let's see, for instance, let's see how I can show you this. So let's say this is like the room, and the chair was like over here, okay? And I'm just laying there as it's raining and going nuts. And this chair just slowly makes its way over to like the door opening where my brother slept, which just happened to be where the doctor's room was. I'm laying there with the covers like over me like this. I'm watching that freaking chair just move across the floor. I'm not seeing things. I'm totally wide awake. I tried to wake my cousin, because at the time my cousin was there with me, and I'm like, that's like waking the dead. And I said, okay, well, I'm just going to stay here and pray to God this guy doesn't come and get me. So I got up in the morning and I told my family this story about this chair moving, across the way all by itself. And they're like, we're not buying that. You had to have gotten up and moved it and didn't relax. I've been known to sleepwalk a long time ago when I was younger. But that's not what happened. I was in a bed. So I didn't argue. I'm like, well, I saw what I saw. And then my brother and I used to go into like the areas behind that house. It was all wooded and stuff. And we found this cemetery, very, very, very old cemetery. And it was a whole family. And it had sunk in by like maybe 2 or 3 feet. I mean, it was so old. It was like sunk in, and it was a whole family. It was the mother, the father, and the children, like the little kids, the babies. And we used to find all these little arrowheads. So I wonder if like it could have been, Indians. Is that acceptable? That word's not acceptable anymore, is it? Y'all know what I mean. Anyway, that's what we called them. But I am pretty sure that maybe they, because they believed in a lot of that weird stuff. So maybe they were the ones doing all the crazy. Or it could have been the doctor. Who knows? Yes, always That's right, newly awakened. Absolutely. It was Indian land. Yes, ma'am. It was. I mean, we found tons of arrowheads. You just be walking along and they're just all over the place. So obviously. Oh, I snort when I laugh. Dang, Sly. That's cracking me up. So I have a question. Hmm. If I go live in the future, what would y'all like? Do you want to do a game night? Hopefully, maybe I can get more people involved. I know it's a Saturday night. I actually intended on going live last night. It's a whole nother. I just I just couldn't. I just didn't feel up to it. I'll be honest. I'm gonna be straight honest. I didn't feel up to it, and I really didn't know how it was gonna. This chair is horrible. Okay, if my friend Patricia was in here, she would be laughing because this chair makes a lot of noises. I promise it's the chair, but every time I would go live, this chair would make noises, and I'd have to tell people it's not me. I think she called it like farty chair or something. It was not me. It's the chair. Hey, little man, you want to come say hi to everybody? Come here. He is trying, y'all. He is trying so hard. I don't know if you can see him down there. Where is he? He is right. He's sitting there looking at me. He's a funny little guy. So I have the little old crotchety lady, and I'm sorry, I love Pixie. She's my older dog. But man, she's all about relaxation, sleep, comfort. I do remember the Walmarts. Thank you, Sly. I think we should do some more Walmarts. Um, she's chill. Like, as a matter of fact, she is laying here right now. She looks like a, log on the floor. She's just chilling. And he's over there, little Mr. Mischievous, getting into everything because that's what he does. They're so opposite. I vote Juicy Goss. That's me and Amy's fave. Wait, who's Juicy Goss? What is that? He's saying, Mom, I'm incognito. Yes, Sly. He's really incognito over there. Oh, his butt's in the air. I don't know if you can see it or not. He is really showing out tonight. Hi, little man. You want to come say hello? Want to come say hi? Come here. Oh, I know. I dare you go. Oh, he climbed up in my lap. Do you want to meet my new little baby boy? Well, he's not new anymore. We've had him for a while. Let's say hello. Say hello. This is Wilson. Do you want to hear the story behind why she ain't got time for Wilson's nonsense? No, she doesn't. Oh, Juicy Gossip. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I was like, who is Juicy Goss? I thought that was somebody new. I don't know. I'm old. Um, so yeah, this little guy, I know, isn't he the cutest? Isn't he this? Oh, he's so sweet, y'all. I can't. He's so sweet. Like, he has been my ride or die. When I first got him, he wasn't very comfortable. Like, he would walk around. He, for some reason, a little older when I got him. He wasn't brand new when I got him. He was a few months. I mean, maybe like 4, almost 5 months. But he would walk around with his little tail down, like between his legs when I first got him. I'm like, that's not normal behavior. But I noticed that when he was at the house where I got him from too, and I don't think that they were. I know she had those little like what are they called? They're like vibration collars. I don't know if they're actual shock collars, but I know that she had them for all the dogs, which I hated. Hated. And I even asked her, I said, why do you use those on the dogs if you're consistently having puppies? Just a nice put a nice fence in your backyard. That way they can, come in and out as they please and whatnot. But don't be shocking these poor little dogs because they're trying to get out in the road. You should be paying better attention. But anyway, neither here nor there. He when I got him, like the little tail between the legs thing, I'm like, he's just so unhappy. I didn't know if it was me. I didn't know if it was the new house. I didn't know if he was just scared. But it wasn't like that. He didn't act like he was scared. He would come to me. He would sit in my lap. He was just so sweet. But as time went on and he realized he didn't have to fight for food and that he could get treats when he wanted, he got all the toys, all the dog things. Because let me tell you, way too much of the stuff that had to be shipped back here, some of it was dog stuff. I'm not going to lie. I went a little crazy. But yeah, I think it's the same, Sly. I think it might be that little tins unit. And I know what you're talking about. It's just like a little slide shot, but I didn't like that they did that. And I think it scared him. But after I had him for about maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and all of a sudden the little tail started flipping up, because that's what Shih Tzus do. And he was all happy, and he started getting happier and happier, and I'm like, oh, okay. So once I got him, all that, like, whatever fear that he had just went away. So I'm glad, because that dog has gotten me through some really tough times. He's in there staring at me at the door, tail between legs, scared. Yeah, I know. That's what I said, Sly. And he was like that for so long. What's GameStop? Hold on, what did I miss? What is GameStop? GameStop is a store, isn't it? With games and movies. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, hold on. If something just happened, I can't help it. My mouse is being stupid. Hold on. Oh, okay. I remember after I don't use it for a long time, it turns itself off. My bad. Sorry. Um, what do y'all want to talk about other than games? So is GameStop what I think it is? Newly Awakened? Did I get that correct? Oh, he was, Sly. Absolutely, he was. Like my mom, I think I mentioned to my oldest daughter, I was having a tough time because I was away from everything I knew. Oh, it was so hard. I loved my mom to death, but it was like, it was hard. It was a dying stock. A bunch of Reddit investors pushed and pulled. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought GameStop though was like a movies and games. Is that not it? Okay, I'm old. I can't help it. But yeah, he definitely was meant to be for me. So he's sitting there staring at me at the door, like, why are you talking to yourself right now? There's my girl, Patricia. I just brought you up. I didn't actually say your name, but you're who I was thinking about. My chair. Okay, my chair made some noise. And Patricia, you tell these folks in here, vouch for me, okay? It's the chair. It's always been the chair. It's always going to be the chair. Trust me, there's one thing I don't do on my lives, and that is pass gas. Okay, that's never going to happen. If it does, you'll just shoot me and put me out. I don't know. Just no, put me out of my misery. That will never happen. It was pretty much deemed know to do that, but showed the power of the little guy. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I just found out today, speaking of like, well, that's games and stuff, but shows, like I watch. Hello, Kale. Welcome, welcome. The chair is not. There you go. There you go. I told y'all it has a name. It's been going for what, 5 years now, Patricia? We're in 2025. 5 years of the Pooter chair, Mr. Pooter. Yes, I do. I have class every now and again. Not often, but every now and again. I can literally feel my little guy staring at me. He thinks I'm crazy right now because there's nobody talking back. He can't see y'all typing, which he wouldn't know about anyway. But hello, Queen. So good to see y'all here. But what else were we talking about? Shows. All right. I love reality TV. Okay, if y'all subscribe to my channel, which please do. I mean, it's just a little button. You'll know how to do it. And hit the little bell because I am going to go live more often when I have a chance. Like I said, I want to do more fun things and, do some games, show some funny Walmart pictures because those are wild. But I lost my monetization. I was monetized. It took me a long time to get monetized on this channel. I got monetized, and because I went so long without staying, this chair has a mind of its own. Yes, it does. I lost it because I didn't stay up to date with like all the hours that I was supposed to be doing, like either live or sharing. Like, I don't know if y'all know, but there's a lot to having a channel, and it's a lot more than just like coming on and saying, "Oh, hey, what's up?" Because if you don't keep up with all that, which I wasn't, given the situation I was in, it wasn't really conducive there for me to go live. I don't know. I couldn't get in the mood for it, and you have to be in the mood. Oh, are you leaving, Kale? You just came in to say hello, and now you're leaving? Oh, had a great day. Duh, I read that wrong. I had a great day. So better than I thought it would be given the day, but I did. I have a pretty good day. But Dexter. Oh yeah. Okay, Dexter is one that's obviously not reality, because if it was, that would be wild. But oh wow, look at your picture. That's crazy. I like it. But yeah, Dexter, the new one, I have to say that's probably the only thing I watch on that channel, but it's so worth it. One thing I don't like is how do they not put the whole season on at one time? I guess that's so that people will go in and buy their, streaming service for however long, longer than one night, I'm assuming. Oh, okay. Big Brother and Survivor. Okay, I'm totally gonna get along with kale, even though I don't eat kale. Is that your name though? I assume you just like kale, right? I could be wrong though. Either way, I like it. So are you watching? So Survivor is coming back in, is it August or September? We're in August already. Yeah, I don't get any money anymore for doing this. It sucks. I can't even get I can't even get like a super chat. Nothing. Sucks. Anyways, it is what it is. But Big Brother, the one that's currently on. So I have a question for you, Kale, since you watch it. What do you think of this season so far? Because I think the people on it are very odd. I mean, they're always kind of odd, but this season in particular, they're just weird. Beyond weird. Thank you. Yeah, I don't like it. Oh, Pixie is doing great. Actually, Patricia, she is right here, like right down there. She's right next to me. And Wilson, he's popping in and out with his little head through the door, like wondering why I'm talking to myself. But I am watching Big Brother on CBS website, free episodes. Oh well, I have it. We have DirecTV, so it automatically comes on there. But Demon Slayer, I don't know what that is. Okay, see, Traders is one I have not watched. I don't know why I couldn't get into it. Like I feel like I watched a few like episodes, and I just couldn't get into it. Patricia, they get along. Okay. Like I was saying earlier, she's laid back. She's like, chill, leave me the hell alone. He's like, I want to play. Please play. And she's not having it. We saw a couple episodes. Yes, they brought back Rachel Riley, redheaded girl. And sometimes I don't like when they bring people back like that, but I like her because there seems to be the only one in the house that's like got a sense of like how to really play the game. Big Brother's weird. Like I could never go into the Big Brother household because yeah, no, I couldn't. Yeah, Rachel. I kind of like her. At first, I thought, oh, I don't know if I'm going to like her or not because I don't remember that season. I don't know if I didn't watch it or if it was just not memorable because I haven't watched every season. Rachel. Yeah. So y'all love Rachel? Oh, okay. Everybody loves Rachel. That's kind of cool. Oh, I'm looking. Okay, so I don't know if y'all see what's going on behind me here, but that sign is my name. And I'm having a hard time. It's too bright. Like I used to have a way to turn down the brightness, but I haven't used it for over 2 years and I couldn't figure it out. Yes, she's married to her Big Brother husband. She doesn't have kids together, Sly. But okay, her clothes are wild. I'm not gonna hate on them because my mom liked that vintage stuff and it looked so cute on her. Like my mom was one of those people that she would dress to the nines just going down the road. I mean, she had to look nice. Everything had to match. She had all the accessories. Oh, she was just a one of a kind. Y'all just don't know. Losing her, like just the world lost something really, really huge. They must be soulmates because they seem like they are. I'd be all Sigma like Mickey Rourke and chain smoking, not creepy. That's funny. I don't smoke anymore. I quit a long, long, long time ago. But I would definitely be all up in everybody's business. Aw, I love that. Thank you. I love her too. She's a mess, isn't she? She's definitely my kid. Mama Christmas was amazing. You have no idea. Yeah, Patricia knows. I used to go live. I've only gone live, I think, a couple of times, like on my Instagram from her shop slash apartments. So the apartment that I was living in when I went there to, help her out and whatnot was basically, I'm trying to put it nicely because I love my mom, but it had a lot of stuff in it. I couldn't get to the kitchen at all. So I was using her kitchen because there was just a door like right there to a bedroom, and then her kitchen was like right there. So it was no biggie. But I finally said, Mom, I need somebody to come over and help me put all this stuff up. Yep, everything Christmas, and get it out of my way, please. I need to have access to the kitchen. Like, I don't care. I don't sit in the living room. I sit in my bedroom. But the kitchen was absolute must. Oh, hi, buddy. What you doing? What are you doing? Come here. What are you doing? There's not. Oh! I see what he spotted. He spotted a bag full of those little tiny tennis balls, for puppy dogs. And yeah, ask Nicole. Those are. That's what he's looking at. He's like, give me my ball. From day one, per se, Rachel met her husband. I don't remember his name either. Sly. I had to actually look him up. There's a guy on. There's a guy on that's from. He's British and he covers. Okay, you can have one of your balls. He covers the Big Brother show. Look at this dog. He's going nuts. He's like, give me the ball. Give it to me now. He covers Big Brother and he does a really good job of it. Here, go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Oh, good Lord, son. He went for the ball. But I'm trying to think of his channel name. Let me see if I can find it, and I will link in there. Let's see. Oh man, that might have been a mistake giving him that. Let's see. I can't remember. Let's see. Let me see if I can find his name real quick for y'all. Okay, TV Talks with Tom. How do I link that though? Hey Nicole, find this channel. It's called TV Talks with Tom. Hold on. There's what his channel looks like. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's probably kind of funky on there, but yeah, I know. I know. He's a freak about those balls. But this guy covers he covers Big Brother. I don't know if he covers Survivor or not. I'm not sure. But the weird thing though, he must get like information about Big Brother before we do, but that wouldn't make a lot of sense. Seems like he knows stuff before I do, because sometimes I don't click on his stuff because I'm afraid he's going to give me a spoiler. But oh, you know what? I bet he watches the live feeds. Duh. Yeah, balls are live. He loves those balls, man. He is obsessed. The dog is obsessed with the balls. I bet that's what it is. He's watching. He has to be doing the live feeds. Looking at. The lamb squat. The lamb chop. I gave Wilson one lamb chop, and he had it 2 days, and it was the whole stuffing was ripped out of it. I'm like, I mean, it was looked like a MURDER. You can't say that word on here because they'll get me in trouble for it. But yeah, it was bad. It was bad, and I didn't even try to fix it because the stuffing was everywhere. So I'm like, oh man, I might have to put him out in the other room. Sorry. I used to do the live feeds. Okay, see, I never could get into the live feeds. I'm in Arizona. Oh, but I do have my Texas hat on. Okay, that makes sense why you asked. No, I was just there. On my way back to Arizona, I went from Tennessee. I took the southern route. I went down to Orange Beach, California. I mean, not California. I'm thinking I have Orange Beach. Where was it? Where's Orange Beach, y'all? It's right next to Alabama. It's Alabama. And I stayed 3 days there, which, oh my God. I think I might have shared a video on my channel from there, but trying to figure out what the noise is. I'm sorry. I know I made a mistake by giving him that right now, but he was like, I'm not going to have it any other way. You're going to give it to me. But it was beautiful. Oh my God. I'd never been there before. So when my mom passed away, I told her, we had a talk one time, and she goes, what are you going to do when I pass away? And I said, I am going to travel, and I'm going to take little bits and pieces of your ashes, and I'm going to scatter them everywhere I go. And so I did. I put the first place I went obviously was the beach because I told her, I said, I need to go to a beach and I need to just sit and I need to listen to the waves. Good Lord. And I need to have a drink in hand, which is exactly what I did. Oh my God. And Pixie's over here and she's like, dude, if y'all could see her face right now, she's like, I am not having this shit right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the birthday wishes. She's like, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Stop. Shut him up. That's her face. She's like this. Like, please, please take that ball away from him. But yeah, I gotta admit, Orange Beach, if I were rich, and I'm not, but if I were, I would have a place there. I think I would have, although, don't they have hurricanes a lot down in that area? I know they do because it's down on, yeah, no, he's having a blast. He's just, oh, okay, I see what he's doing. He found him a whole spot. So I have this thing that I usually put my feet on. It's like a little beanbag thing. But he's on it right now. And my feet aren't there, so he's there. He's having a blast. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the birthday wishes, everybody. I'm getting ready. I won't say the exact day because I don't like people to know when I'm gone. But soon I'm going to Vegas. So, and I'm excited because I plan to go to, first of all, I don't do all that big, like, crap on the strip. Nope, nope, nope. There is one place I want to go. Well, there's a couple places actually. First of all, I'm going to the Coca-Cola store. Let me rephrase that. Coca-Cola. Yeah, it's hard to stay cool in Vegas. But I found a way. So I want to go to the Coca-Cola store because I used to collect Coca-Cola, but now I'm kind of like not a collector so much. But I would like to get like a cool shirt or something like that. 'Cause I get a shirt from everywhere or a hat. I love hats. I bet I have 100 hats. It's crazy. But yeah, I want to do that. And I want to go to the -5 ice bar. I don't know if y'all have ever been to one. I've never been to one, but I've seen like, reviews and stuff on it. It's -5 degrees in there. Ooh. Can you imagine though? That's probably kind of rough on your system. You go, wait, who's Booberly? Well, that's a cute name. Oh, you must be friends with my daughter, Amy. Sorry for the loud squeaky noise. It's down there. But so yeah, I'm excited because everything's made of ice, and they're like, well, we have all this garb for you to wear in case you get cold, and I'm thinking, I've gone through menopause. I never get cold. I'm just gonna walk right in there with my, short sleeve shirt on and my light pants and be like, here I am, bitches. Give me some booze. I make it sound like I'm an alcoholic. I don't hardly ever drink, y'all, but I'm drinking in Vegas because you have to. Yes, I want to do the ice bar, and then I'm gonna go to and I'm gonna share videos on my YouTube, so y'all better subscribe. I'm not threatening. I'm just saying, subscribe. And I'm gonna I want to go to this place called the Art Museum. It's ARTE, and it's like immersive. I don't know if y'all have ever done immersive art. Like you walk into the art. It's really kind of cool. I'll have to take videos and show y'all, but I've been to one before, and it was one of the really good. Okay, who did Starry Nights? Who did the painting Starry Nights? Crap, I can see his name. It's not Da Vinci, was it? No. Who the hell was it? Somebody help me with my foggy brains. Okay, now you're gonna make me look it up. Starry Nights. I Google a lot. Ask my daughter how much I Google. Oh, that's it. Vincent Van Gogh. Yes. Thank you. Because I was about to Google. Yes. And I went to that immersive like show, and it was wow. It was very cool. So I'm excited about this one because this one's like completely different. It's supposed to be like the one like I went to, but on steroids. So I love it. Yes, me too. I'm obsessed with the Google lamp. And Kale, thank you. I'm not the only person that thinks that because I absolutely could. Like when it snowed, because it snowed a lot while I was in Tennessee, which is weird. It doesn't really snow that much. But while I was there, it snowed multiple times and a lot. And I was like, this is crazy. But I loved every freaking second of it. Loved it. I would go out there and sit on the porch and watch it snow. My mom's like, aren't you cold? No, lady, I'm not cold. this feels good to me. My mom was always extremely cold. So we had a battle of the wits in my car because I had her on one side that I'd have to crank up the heat for. I had me on the other side, which I'd be like, it was cranked all the way down. I'm like, woman, I love you, but I can't just be dying over here, like sweating my butt off. I can't, don't like that. Tropical, well, I like tropical too, but only for a short while. But you got to remember, I live in Arizona and it's hot all the time. Like I have two fans. I've got the one above me, and I've got, I don't know. Oh, y'all can see that one right there, can't you? See that little round fan right there? This little guy that looks like it came from, it looks like an alien. It's just a weird looking fan. Man, does it work. I know, Sly. I know. It's terrible. Well, but I have like fibromyalgia and all that crap too. I'm super sensitive to heat. So I live in the wrong place. I need to be like living, I need to go to Alaska. I'll take tropical only. Yes. Okay. See, Kale, I don't know you like personally, but I am right on. We are just two of the same people because I'm the same way. Like, I mean, I just went to the ocean. It was hot down there. It's hot and humid, but the wind blows and it helps cool you down. Did you drop your ball, buddy? I heard it go bloop. But ooh, that's a good idea. Oh, so you're sensitive to the cold. Okay, see, my mom was like that, Heather, but she wasn't always like that. When she got sick and she started losing all that, she lost half of her body weight. Chemo is a wicked, wicked, weird, fucked up drug, man. But she did. She lost half of her body weight. It was insane to see that. Y'all, this is the happiest dog on earth right now. I'm sorry, it's so loud. I know. Um, I'm on board with that. Although, just so you know, kid, I watched too much TV. Y'all are going to find that out. So I just watched a thing on, that is like really cutting off my head. I watched a thing on, was it Netflix? The Poop Cruise. Nope, don't want to go on the Poop Cruise because we're not, nope. I'm not pooping in a bag. That's not happening. We got to pick a better, was that Carnival? I feel like that was probably Carnival. Because yeah, the lighter he is, the happier he is. That's true. But I went. So I want to hear a story. So I'm from Tennessee. I now live in Arizona. Yes, Booberly. Am I pronouncing that right? I hope so because I think it's hilarious. Booberly, I love it. Yes, look it up if you have Netflix. Go in and look it up. It's literally called Poop Cruise. I'm pretty sure. Hold on, I gotta Google. y'all will see me Google a lot. Yes, Trainwreck. It's one of the train wrecks. Trainwreck is a whole series. I have a bunch of different ones that they have one that's like they're all different. They're not related in any way, shape, or form. But it's called Trainwreck Poop Cruise. Now, you should watch that. And then there's a story of this girl who went missing, Amy Bradley. I had just watched. A story about her going missing from a cruise. And here I was talking about taking my young daughter on a cruise. We should all three go. Me, you, and Peyton. All three should go. Yeah, Trainwreck series is really good. There's some wild stuff on that. Y'all should, if you want to watch something good, it's good. But I want to go on a Mediterranean cruise. And then I watched that, and I'm like, well, now I'm scared somebody's going to take off with my kid. I told her, I said, if we go on a cruise, I swear I'm gonna tie a rope to you, and you're gonna stay right next to me all the time. You're not taking off. You know what? And that's why I'm scared right there, Heather. I'm gonna put that up there. I think the same thing. I absolutely do because people saw her in that. It was Curacao, wasn't it? I think. Yeah, I think it was Curacao. I'm positive because I just watched it not that long ago. We need to know which cruises to avoid. Absolutely. All the passengers had to bail out the overflowing heads. Yeah, it was bad. It's really bad. I'm sure it was because I got to thinking about that. I was going to tell y'all a really quick story. Nicole is probably going to be Amy. Sorry, Amy. Y'all know her as Amy. It's probably be like, oh God, why do you have to tell that story? But how I got here was going on a cruise. I did literally cruise from Tennessee to Arizona because that's impossible because there's no water, here, not even close. But I went on a cruise. I turned 30 and I went on a cruise by myself. I had never flown. I flew for the first time. I'd never even been in an airport. It was wild. Yes, Amy Nicole. And I obviously never been on a cruise. I'd never done anything like that. But I thought, I'm 30. I'm divorced. I'm going to go have fun. And the people that I worked in banking at the time, they said, don't go on there and meet a guy. And I'm like, are you kidding me? It's the last thing I'm going to do is meet a guy. I am not interested in a guy. I'm interested in just going and just having fun with me, just me. I did have fun with me. I mean, I had a blast. There were, I was 30. I was still young. So there was like all these different clubs you could go into and dance your butt off until all hours of the night. They had a casino. Cruises have everything. You're like living, it's a whole city on a boat. And it was so much fun. So I had, what was it? I got stuck with the first night, how they have meals and you're like seated with, good Lord, son, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're seated with whoever they put you with, unless you're singles. They'll put the singles together, the married couples together. The very first night, I got stuck at a table with the married couples. That was fun because I'm the only single at that table. And then I ordered some duck Lorraine or some kind of shit like that, which I'm sorry. If y'all like it, cool. But I don't like duck, and I didn't find it out till that night. Dude, shh, hey, chill out with your ball. And so but they're cool. They're really cool because they allow you to like send your food back and order what you want. So I got obviously filet mignon because that's what I wanted. I know he is so chaotic. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. But so the second night, I think was Captain's Night. Just, where you get all dressed up, and that was so fun. And I was finally seated at the right table with all of the singles, which, by the way, there weren't very many. There had to have been more than one table of singles. But anyway, there was like a doctor that I sat next to, allegedly. And people can make up anything. They can say I'm this or I'm that. Now that I know so much about what happens on YouTube and social media, he probably was a guy that worked at Walmart for a greeter. Welcome to Walmart. I don't know. But I know you can never go wrong with filet mignon. But this guy was handsome, and he was like, there's a dance after this. And if you like, join my, me and my dad over there. And it was very Cinderella. It was very Cinderella. I'll actually share a picture on my YouTube of the gown that I have was gorgeous. It was periwinkle blue. Yes, Walmart. But I did dance with this guy. But my eye was on another guy that was across the table. But the girl that was I wasn't supposed to have a roommate. But apparently at the last minute, they stuck me with this girl from like somewhere up in the Northeast. Not hating on Northeast. I have friends up there. I love them. I adore them. This one, I could have just easily thrown her off of that ship and been just fine with it. She was annoying. So annoying. She swore she wore a size 4 dress, and I shit you not, we had to squeeze this woman into this dress. She had to lay down on her stomach so I could zip up her dress. And I'm like, girl, if you make one bad move, that sucker is splitting in two and you're showing everything because that is way too, you are not a size 4, honey. On a good day, you might be a size 8. On a good day, but you had no business with that size 4. I was a size 4 and I was this big around. I mean, this woman was a little bigger. It was a stretchy dress. I know I'm so brutally honest I can, but I can't say anything now because I'm huge now. I don't even know why. I got sick years ago and it's caused a whole big mess. Anyway, but yeah, so there was this hot Italian guy, of course, at the table. Why is it that I have to have a hot guy? It just could have been all ugly guys at the table, and I would have been happy with that because I really didn't want to meet anybody. But she had the hots for this dude, okay? Yes, newly awakened. Exactly. That's exactly what it was bad. It was really bad. And she's like, oh, I have my eye on that guy over there. And I'm thinking, well, you know what? That's really good because I don't need to be here with anybody anyway. I'm going to go to the casino after we go to the dance. I'm going to go change my clothes first. Yeah, it had to be the Italian guy. Oh my God. Y'all don't even know. I'm sorry. He was hot though. Okay. Nice body. Hot. So yeah. Anyway, we ended up spending the majority of the cruise together the rest of the time, which was stupid. I really should have listened to my gut and went, nope, 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 nope. But I did. And then I thought, okay, I'll never see him again, right? Because it was a cruise and it was 5 days or 6 days or whatever it was. Oh, he definitely lived up to the stereotype. Just wait. You'll find out. I was like, I'm probably never going to see the guy again. So I gave him my phone number. We started talking on the phone. Facts. She's spitting facts right there. We talked on the phone forever, like day and night. It was crazy. I'm trying to think, did he have a job? He did, but it wasn't a very good one. But I mean, like, you can't be on the phone. No, Patricia, his name was not Cash. I could not compare him to Cash. Okay, the reason she's asking me that, and I'm going to go back to my story here in a minute. Oh yeah. I wrote 2 books. And if y'all like books, then you need to get my books. I have this one. And I published this one during pandemic. This is a second book. So actually, Amy Nicole, if you would like to link those in the chat for me, that would be freaking crazy amazing. I could probably go in and find them, but I'd be sitting here like a dummy for a few minutes. Did he need to send him money for a plane ticket that never come? No, he sent me. Yes, I love Cash. Patricia, no, I don't know if you actually know who Cash is based off of. I love him. I will love him to the day I die. He's a really good guy. He's a good person. This one was not. No. So, yes. Okay, I'll give you a minute. Anyway, yes, I wrote and published, and I made the covers on both books too. I'm telling you, I was busy, y'all. I've been busy. Thank you. So I'll tell y'all who Cash is. He is a character in my book, and he is based off of, well, let's just say, your first true love. Will you quit? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Son, go find your ball. It's right there. He was based off of, so the characters in my book are kind of interesting because they're based off of either myself a little bit. You know how you like can live vicariously through your writing? It's kind of what I did. I'm not anything like the character I wrote about. Her name is Savannah. Her initials are mine, though. There's little parts in the book that I know that some people don't know about. And if you ask me, I'll be glad to tell you. Oh, by the way, anybody, especially, those of you who like sign, I can do signed copies because I have plenty. So if you want to reach out to me or my daughter, however, whichever way is easiest for you, let me know. And I can send signed copies as well. But back to the cruise. So yeah, I kind of fell for that guy. Didn't mean to, y'all. I really didn't mean to, but I did. And we talked, and then he would fly me out here to Arizona, and I would visit. And that was, before it got like hell out here because it was still in let's see, May, maybe June-ish. So it wasn't quite as hot. Thank you, Patricia, for that. That's very sweet. But by the time it's July or August, you die out here. Wait, come to think of it, that was a really quick move. Anyways, I moved myself and my kids out here. All my stuff. Just packed all my shit and my kids and moved out here to be with this lovely guy. Wow, was that a disaster? Oh, he was legit, newly awakened. But he was nothing like he said he was. He was like, it's going to take you a minute to get a job. Which, by the way, I got a job pretty quickly, and I was actually making more than he was making, so that was kind of funny. But it took me 30 days before I could start, so I knew I wasn't going to have money for a while, but he turned out to be an absolute, complete asshole. Just asshole from the word go. I remember we lived in Tennessee, so we had all of our stuff on the truck. By the time we crossed over into the Arkansas state line, which, just so you know, if you're not familiar with that area, is literally the next state over. I was already like, oh my God, why? Why did I do this? Why did I do that? I was really, really questioning, really questioning. But I'll be honest, when I got out here, as much as I hated the heat, literally the car, like the trailer for the car, I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with how hot it gets out here, sunk into the asphalt. Like we lifted it to get the car off of it, sunk into the asphalt. It was so hot. We arrived out here on the 4th of July, 1999. It's been that long. Oh, 26 years now. Wow. But I didn't like him, but I liked Arizona. There's something about Arizona that I just liked. I don't know. I liked not being stuck in a little small town, and the people out here were just very eclectic. And that's a nice way of putting it. They're very stuck up. I'm just kidding. No. Oh man, I tell you, I probably need to stop my wine. I'm gonna say all kinds of stuff. No, there are some stuck up ones out here, but there's really good ones too. I know, buddy. I know. What do you need? He doesn't need to eat or anything, y'all, because I already fed him. Yeah, see, well, we don't, my dogs, both of them are pad trained. So yeah, it's been that long, but they're both pad trained, so they can use, their pads rather than going out, because this time of year, unless it's honestly like 5 or 6 in the morning, which I'm not doing, they would need to, go out early. They need to be pad trained. If it cools down enough in the evening, though, I can take them out, but they're used to it, and they're very clean. They don't make a big mess, and they're good dogs. They're both such good dogs. I know they hate it though, because they love to go and run around and stuff, but when it's so hot out, you can't. I do have a cooling vest for both dogs though. I just need a cooling vest for me. I have this thing that goes around my neck. It like goes in the freezer, and literally by the time we get to the park, and it's not that far away, it's almost like, because I'm that hot, the stupid thing is already thawed out. I'm like, well, that does me no freaking good whatsoever. Do you want out? Hold on, y'all, just a second. Hold on one second. I'm gonna let this. He is like dying to get. How do I turn my thing off? Oh wait, is that it? No, that's not it. Oh my God, it's been so long since I've been on StreamYard, and what really sucks is my StreamYard is getting ready to expire in 2 days. Hold on, y'all. Here you go, baby. Here you go. There you go. You can go out. Now you don't want to go out? You don't want to go out now? Okay, I see. He's like, nope, don't want out. I just wanted you to open the door. Oh, it's dark out. Is it getting dark out already? Wow, what time is it? Oh my gosh, I've been on here a while. In moderation. Oh, okay. My StreamYard skills are not great though. I'll be honest, Kale. I have not been on it, like I said, in quite some time. And now I got to go and learn a whole new streaming system. And the reason why is because, and I didn't find this out until actually pretty recently, which is bad. I worked at the bank. I know to check what goes in and out of my account. You would think, right? But I was so busy with, my mom and all that type of stuff. I just wasn't paying attention. And they almost doubled the price on it. I'm like, nope. I'm not paying that for StreamYard. I'm not doing it. So I disputed it with the bank, and they're supposed to be giving me my money back, but we'll see. I have not, Patricia. I really haven't. I barely know how I can. I've shared 2 pictures on TikTok. Like, I don't even know. I wouldn't even know how to. I don't have any followers, so I don't think it would do me a lot of good. Do y'all want me to go live on TikTok sometime? I could try it. I don't have them very many. Oh, thank you. Look at you. That is so sweet of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do photography too. I haven't done it in quite some time since I got back here, but that's why I like to share my pictures and stuff on. Well, I share them mostly on my social media, but I don't allow people to follow me very much because I don't know if y'all noticed. My social media used to be open, all of it except for my Facebook. And then all of a sudden, you get all these flipping weirdos coming in, and they're like, "Hey, baby, yeah, I want to be your, what do they call themselves? Sugar daddy or some kind of shit like that." I'm like, what? No, No, you don't. You really, trust me, you don't. First of all, I'm not that young. My picture, the reason it looks so good is because I am a good photographer. And I had makeup on. I don't have any makeup on. Zero. Not doing the makeup for here. What you looking for, buddy? He's so funny, y'all. He's standing up, looking for something. I know, that's so sweet. How sweet is that? I appreciate that. Mm, I read them and we'll go next to Alex's books. Wait, who's Alex? Is that somebody we all know, or who is Alex? Is that one of your friends? I know y'all have like a big group chat. I know about that because I don't know what y'all talk about, but my kid told me about it. And she's always talked about how supportive you all are, so I appreciate it. I gotta say, I appreciate it. Support is wonderful. 'Cause, especially when you're going through. Oh, another YouTuber. Okay. Oh, huh. It's weird. Like I don't even think I really knew YouTube existed until like 5 years ago. It's like instantly everybody went from living their lives every day to being stuck at home and trying to learn how to navigate obviously social media because that's all we could do. You couldn't get 6 feet within somebody, and I'm sorry, I don't think that really did any good for anybody. That's just my personal opinion on it. I won't go there because that's political, but anyway, I it was a mess. And I thought, well, this is only going to last a few months, right? So I was on a weight loss journey at the time. About 3 or 4 months before COVID hit, am I allowed to say that? Sometimes you can't say stuff on here; they'll get you. Um, I was doing keto and I was walking daily, every day. I was walking a lot because dog, walk the dog. And I had lost about 40 something pounds, and I was so proud of myself, and I felt better than I ever felt. And I'm like, oh boy. And then COVID came along, the pandemic happened, and at first I stuck with it until I go into stores and find out that stuff is so hard to find that I can't eat bacon and eggs all day, every day. I don't know if any of you have ever done keto, but it's pretty lenient, except for you really can't have any sugar, which sucks because I'm a sugaraholic now. I didn't used to be. But I had lost all this weight and I was feeling so good. And then as things just started slipping, I'm like, no, we're going to be stuck in this house forever. Yes, ma'am, we did. Patricia, I don't know if any of you know who Dom Natty is, Dominic Natty, but that is where Patricia and we go way back. I mean, to the very beginning of the whole pandemic thing. And he would go live every night on Instagram. So, Instagram was the thing. I haven't had my channel. Let's see, how long have I had my channel now? 3, 4 years? 4 years, I think. But Instagram Live was a thing. You just would hit live and poof, you go on there and talk about whatever. And, usually it was him smoking his cigars and talking about some not appropriate stuff sometimes, but we just were there for it. We always had a blast. Y'all don't know, that was good days. Mm. He was right, Patricia. He was so funny. Okay, so now that I'm talking about Dominic Natty, Amy Nicole, you need to share the video with them on my. Okay, there's a video on my YouTube. It goes way back. It's like in the very beginning days of my YouTube. For Halloween one year, I don't know how many of you watched 90 Day Fiance, but Darcy and Stacy, a really good friend of mine, she dressed up like Darcy, and I dressed up like Dominic Natty, and we did a live, and it was fucking hilarious. I mean, I'm not like tooting my own horn, just between her, you know, just the camaraderie that we had going. It was fun and it was funny, and I don't know. It was a blast. I did the whole thing. I still have. Check this out. Okay, he's very Italian, obviously, hence the name. So I had a friend of mine. Believe it or not, I know Patricia remembers her. Candor bought me these fancy glasses because I had to play the part. Now, tell me these are not like some serious. These are Italian made, man. These are Italian glasses, but I always felt scared to go live on Instagram, but not YouTube. Oh, really? I think I'm kind of the opposite because I'm very picky about who can follow me on Instagram. So I always knew who was going in there. You know what I mean? Like YouTube, anybody could go in. I mean, anybody could pop in here and aren't they cute? I know. I'm serious though, y'all got to see me. I did the whole like facial hair. I had the wig with it looked like his. If y'all need to go in and find him. I don't know if I know my poor kid. I've got her working today. I don't know if she could find his like Instagram or whatever. He has a YouTube too, but he's hilarious and he's a bit controversial sometimes. I can't imagine I hang out with somebody that's controversial. We actually had a moment where we weren't quite friends because he got catfished to the point of I became friends with his catfisher because I thought she was a real person. Y'all, this girl was doing the damn thing. She did it all. I mean, the videos, the phone calls, not very many phone calls, mostly we were all in a group chat. She was in our group chat together. And I think I did a video on my Instagram about that. Like I called her out, straight up called her out. She pretended to be like this, younger, thin, blonde girl. And she was so madly in love with Dominic Natty. And he, they were together. They were boyfriend, girlfriend. Oh, no, no, no. It turns out he had never even met this girl. They had only like messaged on social media or something like that. And she was like, we're engaged. We're going to get married. We're looking for a house. No, the whole thing was a mess, but she was coming back to us and telling us that he was being abusive. And I'm like, that doesn't seem like him. Like, that just doesn't seem like he doesn't have that kind of personality. I know I've been around with people like that. Yes, she was pretending to be his everything. It was weird. And she would talk about his business size. And I'm like, wait, if Dom is telling us that he doesn't know her, I'm like, how does she know that? Well, I might have sent her a video. I go, how stupid are you? I love him, y'all, but he's so stupid. I'm like, I can't believe you're doing that. So as time went on, we were in the group chat with her, and things started to get really fishy because her pictures just weren't adding up. Like some pictures that she had shared in the very beginning looked very different from the pictures that she started to share later on. And I figured out why. Because whoever's like account or whatever that she had hacked and was taking their pictures no longer was sharing their pictures. So she had to find somebody that looked like that person. And, screenshots, we do screenshots, we do video. I know how to look, I might be old, but I know how to like record stuff on my phone. Come on. Anybody and everybody in this day and age pretty much knows how to do that. So we started kind of putting two and two together. I'm like, she seems really off. And something's not right with these pictures. This is not the same person in the original pictures. And, oh, that's funny. You only feel safe on YouTube. That's weird. I don't understand. I don't really feel safe on YouTube at all. But yeah, yes, she did. She turned us against him. We were all mad at him because I thought he was being mean to her. And it's funny because we finally ended up, I called him when I said, you need to call me and we need to talk about this because I don't know what's happening. It turned into a whole big mess. I mean, it was like a whole big mess. As a matter of fact, I think that is part of the reason that he stopped going live on Instagram because there were so many women and people in general that were messing with him. And he was a little too easy. And it turned out, I found out who she was, and I don't remember how I found it out, but he sent me this video. He goes, tell me if this sounds like her voice. Well, I knew her voice because in the group chat that we had, she would leave voice messages all the time. As a matter of fact, she left voice messages multiple times, wouldn't type things out, hardly ever. And I found out why. Because the minute that they block everybody, the minute they leave that chat and they block everybody in it, you can't go back to those. They're no longer there. I don't know if y'all know that. We didn't know that at the time. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Thank you very much. That is and that's exactly what she was trying to do. And Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Um, it was a big mess. And he and I got to talking that night. And I said, what is going on? Like, she says that you're putting your hands on her. And he's like, I've never met her. They had never even met. And this girl's telling us that she's engaged and she's this and she's that with him. And they're moving into a house together looking for, I'm like, what? So I had to do a whole different group chat and tell the group chat, hey, this girl is not real. Like, he doesn't even know her. They've never even met in real life. I'm like, wait, what? What's her name? I said, no, no, her name was Bacon Girl Crush. I'll never forget it. It's such a fucked up name. It's so stupid. And so when I let the other group chat know, I said, pretend in our regular group chat like you don't know, like we've like they just met. They're doing their thing. They're together. They're this. Act like you don't know it. Just act like you don't know it. And something happened, and I don't know what switch got turned or how it did. And she did. She used a lot of filters. That is interesting you say that. She filtered the heck out of somebody else's videos, and it was claiming that she was taking care of her ex fiance. The whole thing was just stupid. None of it made sense. And looking back, I'm like, how was I dumb? How was I that dumb to fall for that? But we all were, because there was not just me. There was a whole bunch of us, and it turned out she's this like heavy set girl that lives in, I forgot the state. I want to say Virginia. No, not Virginia, because he lives in Virginia, somewhere up in that area. And she has short, dark brown hair. She's not a blonde. She's not young. She was probably in her 40s. She was married. Married. I mean, I know that that doesn't mean anything for most people nowadays. Yes, Virginia, but he lives in Virginia now. He's not from there though. He is from Buffalo, New York. But and if you ever watch him, you'll see it instantly. You'll know why. He is from there. But his son lives in Virginia, so he's there. Pathological liars never make sense. Amen. Wait, who's Honey Biscuit? Where'd you get that from? Is that somebody new? I didn't see Honey Biscuit. Am I confused? Okay, am I the crazy one here? I don't see a Honey Biscuit. Is that like a name y'all use somewhere else? Because I don't see a Honey Biscuit. Is that Booberly? That's you. That's me? I'm Honey Biscuit? Shut up. No, I like that name though. Oh, okay, I like that. Don't do that, because you know what I'll do? I'll come here next time and change my name to Honey Biscuit. People will be like, what the hell? I don't think they'll question it. I don't. It was so weird to go, oh, okay. You lived in Texas? Okay. All right. I like nicknames. I'm good with that. Yes, she had a, oh yeah, Patricia here. She remembers that whole fiasco. Like, it was a disaster. It was such a mess. He was like, we're on the phone, and he goes, wait a minute, she's telling you what? Oh, I love Southern love. I'm all about it, Kale. And I said, yeah, dude, we're in a whole group chat together. He goes, I didn't know this. He goes, I wonder why everybody in there was so mad at me. I said, because she's been lying this whole time, telling us these bad things about you, and we believed her. And she's a whole ass idiot. Like, we believed her. But this goes to show you, people can pretend to be anybody. I can't, because I'm sitting here. You're looking right at me. So that's one thing I like about being very transparent. Very transparent, because I don't like fake people. She had more. Oh, no, no, no. She didn't just have a couple of screen names, y'all. She had three different screen names. One of them was her. One of them was some girl named Ashley, who, by the way, was also her. And some of them was some guy who was her ex-boyfriend, also her. And she came into one of my chats one night and was arguing with these two people who were her. She was arguing with herself in my chat. And I'm like, to make it look real, which it did. It fooled us. But I'm like, hold on. When we finally figured out Ashley wasn't a person and there was no ex-boyfriend, he was just made up. I'm like, so this bitch is just in there in my chat arguing with these two people in my chat, which she knows I don't like. And they're her? She's arguing with herself? Oh my God. I mean, come on. I talk to myself sometimes, but that's a whole different level right there. No, 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 no. I've never done that. I might have argued with myself, but not out loud. not for the whole fucking world to see. Like, yeah, let me just go in here and act like I'm this, this, and this. She had all these different personalities, I guess. Where's Olga? This sounds like tones. Oh, I have a feeling that y'all have a bunch of different like people that you follow that are strange, huh? I think the weirdest ones I probably follow are people from like Love After Lockup. Some of those people are strange, but I love the show. I can't help it. Yes, exactly. It's exactly what she did. She had multiple devices. And I'm not going to lie, one night I did this. I'd used multiple devices, only two, my tablet and my phone, because we went into, oh my God, Patricia, I don't know if you remember this. We went into Dom's Live and we all decided beforehand that we were going to make up these because he smokes cigars. Okay. Oh, definitely lots of strange people. And he's always smoking cigars. So we made up this group chat and said, hey, let's go in there and totally mess with him. Go in under our real names, but make up these weird, like names and use all of his pictures on the profile picture and make up what I'm trying to remember what my name was. I think I was Dom's Cigar, which, and looking back, that probably wasn't very bright. That's kind of dirty. He always had it in his mouth. And then there was, I'm trying to remember, one of my other friends was Dominatrix. But it was all something to do. All the pictures were of him, some of them not very attractive at all. And we were all making these very strange comments under our alternative name, but then still commenting under our real names because we totally wanted to fuck with him because he's so easy. Some people are just easy, and he's easy. And he was like, he's sitting there and he's like, what is happening? I wish that I had that live. I wonder if he still has it because I would totally share it on my channel because it was hilarious. And he always shows comments too, which is even better because then you could see like the names that were popping up. I'll ask him for it. I'm sure he recorded it. But he's like, I don't understand what's happening right now. And then Patricia was even, so the people that weren't in on it, they didn't know what was happening either. They're like, what's going on in here? Like, what the hell? Oh, they were like, Dom, you have weirdos in here again. It was hilarious. And finally, he said, I can't do this anymore. He just stopped the live. I finally messaged him and I said, hey, I don't know if you know this or not, but we were just messing with you. It was great because the whole time he was like, what? His facial expressions, I'm like, he has no clue what's happening right now. No clue. But the fact that all the regulars were still in there is what was throwing him. He's like, where did I get all these crazy people from all at once? It was fun. That was the good old days. And y'all think I'm too old to play like that. I'm not. You're never too old to play, just so you know. I'm not saying my age. Let's just say I'm definitely in the 5th decade of my life. And I just did another little trip around the sun. Holy cow, I can't even believe it. He is too easy to mess with. He is. He's very funny. I wonder if, let's see. I know for sure I can find his. I don't know if I know how to tag. It's been a long time since I've done that. Let's see. Dom Natty. Is it under Dominic Natty? Probably. So if y'all don't know who he is a, he represents like a lot of different people. Like how, people that are, he's on up there, man. He's worked with some pretty cool people. Okay, here's his channel. Let's see. Let's do share. I think I can do copy link, right? Let's see. All right, I'm going to put it in the chat and y'all can go follow him. There we go. Oh, look at there. I did it. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to figure out how. Woohoo. I did it. It's been a hot minute. Y'all don't know. I have had fun in here, though, and I met some new people. I hope y'all subscribe, though. I do. Because, so my next little trip is Vegas. You couldn't find my Dom video? No. Really? I'll find it. And I'll go back in and reshare it. because that is a video. I'm not lying. Even if y'all don't know who he is, you'll get a kick out of it. If you watch 90 Day Fiance and you know anything at all about her character, actually, even if you don't, it's just a funny video. I know, right? Look at me. I can do some stuff, I tell you. Um, yeah, I'm going to share some cool stuff from Vegas for sure. I'm not going, like I said, I'm not going on the main strip except for just like a few things. I'm hitting up the, so I'm getting ready to go back on my diet. I know. I love it. I'm going to do it. Yes, he did. Oh, yeah. He used to interview reality stars, but he's interviewed a lot of people, y'all. He's interviewed, I mean, some big names. But undoubtedly, every time that he brings up the sex conversation, they're like, oh, okay, Dominic, I got to go now. I'm like, dude, stop. I even messaged him, like, why do you do that? Why do you go in and screw up a good interview? You have to bring up sex. Why? These people don't want to talk to you about their sex life. Don't do that. Not cool. Especially in this day and age. Like, come on. You just can't do that. You can't do it. I know. You will get Vegas footage for sure. I'm going to the Wynn for their buffet. I've been doing my research, and apparently they have the best buffet in the whole entire city. And that'll be my last buffet for a really, really, really long time. But I don't eat that much. That's what's weird. I don't understand. It's just that I don't eat the right things all the time. I mean, don't get me wrong. I crave a good salad like anybody's business, and I love them. But then I might turn around and have a bowl of ice cream after, which sort of negates the whole salad. And you can ask, Patricia knows I love my salads. But the ice cream thing, that's been kind of new. That's been happening in the last few years. And I feel like it's probably because, I have not been feeling my best. And I feel like, I'm just going to treat myself a little bit of sugar, which is terrible. Oh, thank you, Kel. I don't know what kind of diet you're doing. But the only thing that's really ever worked for me is keto. And I'm not going to do the shot. I can't. I just feel like as much trouble as I have with medications, I mean, if there's a side effect to a medication, I'm going to have all of them and some they've never heard of. So I don't want to do that because I'm terrified of how crappy it might make me feel. But if I try keto and it doesn't work, I might have to because, I want to be back in my little size. Maybe not size 4. I'd be happy with a 6 or 8. I'll be honest. 6 or 8, I'm good with. But not where I'm at right now. No, don't like it. It really is. But hey, I don't know if Miss Thing, did you show them your picture of your where you were at recently in your dress? You looked fantastic. Oh, really? Okay, that's interesting you say that. So it isn't, the shot's not working for you. And I get mixed reviews on that. Like some people say they've done wonderful on it. They no longer crave sweets. They don't eat bad foods anymore because they don't like it anymore. I don't know why it changes their sense of taste, but allegedly it does. In their mind, it does. So I'm assuming that it does. And I've seen the results. Like I have a really good friend, believe it or not, from Instagram who lost a ton of weight on it. And she looks fantastic. But not everybody can tolerate it very well. And I think, like you said, some people just doesn't work. My friend did a program called Octavia and lost a lot, but I looked into, what is that? What is that, Patricia? I've never heard of that. Is that like, that's not like, is that a GL, what do they call it? GLP, what is it called? You know what I'm talking about? Octavia. GLP-1, I think is what I'm thinking of. Okay. So this is just an actual $400 and $500 a month. Holy shit. That's a lot. This doesn't include the groceries for your lean and green meals. Wow. I bet that is expensive. I mean, if people have the money for it and they can afford it, I say go for it. If it works. Yeah, you need to share your picture of you in a dress. Y'all, she just had a dress on recently and she looked amazing. Yeah, I knew terzepatide is kind of it's not terribly expensive like it used to be. So does insurance not cover that at all? Am I why was I thinking insurance covered that? No, y'all gonna make me Google again. I swear I will Google it. I will. Oh, you know what? I just remembered I can Google on here. Oh, I'm using my phone. I'm on my laptop. I hate to do that. I'm always afraid. Oh, so it only covers it if you're diabetic. I thought that it was covering people who were like a certain amount overweight, but I could be wrong. She had to eat 5 fuelings a day and one leaf and green. What's a fueling? I'm assuming that has something to do with the type of diet that it is. Well, 60 pounds is good, but I mean, if you think about it, I'm not dissing 60 pounds because that's fantastic. But all I did was change my way of eating and lost 40 something. And I have I don't know I know I mentioned earlier I have fibromyalgia, I have chronic fatigue, I have Epstein Barr, all that. Yeah, 16 pounds is great. I mean 60, but so it's like a big problem for me because I don't have the energy to exercise as much as I need to. Like the walking was about the only thing I did, but walking and changing my diet, I lost weight really, really well. And I should have stuck with it. But, it was pandemic. That's not an excuse. It's really not. It did. It really did. I go back and I look at pictures that I took, like whole body pictures, and I couldn't believe like how much. The interesting thing about keto, too, I will say, is you start to lose weight in your belly area first, which is, I don't know about y'all, but that's like my big problem area. And that's where I started to lose it first. So I noticed it like immediately, and it was fantastic. And keto, you will lose it if you stick with it really, really well. You will lose it in your belly area and everywhere else. And your face will start to thin. Even my face was getting thin, like you could really see it. So you're not eating over 1,200 calories a day? Huh. I swear, it's like our bodies, too. I don't know if y'all know this, and I know this to be a fact that if your body puts out all that cortisol and stuff when you're totally stressed. And of course, given the situation that I was in, I wanted to try to diet while I was there, taking care of mom, but like it was not going to work for me there. I didn't have the kitchens weren't laid out well. It wasn't easy to cook there. The meals there, you didn't find a lot of meals that were conducive to like keto friendly unless you cooked it yourself because it just didn't offer that down. South is very different. Like I'm in an area now where they did have some options for keto, but I go to a lot of places now where they have low carb and keto options. They're all over the place. Oh my god! And the shot, and you still didn't lose? That's not fun, man. The belly weight, as we had babies. I don't know if Kel has children or not, but I mean, babies, man, having those babies always messes the belly fat up, man. It's the worst. And I don't know. That's just right where it goes. I mean, I wouldn't even mind if it went to my ass. I'd be like, okay, cool, Kardashian ass, and I'd be happy with it, but not the belly. Come on, no, no, we don't want that. Yep. Oh, okay. You have two, and two. Oh, you have two fur babies. Aw, yay. Well, maybe we can get together. You know what? We'll make a like a once a week or once a month or however often y'all want to check in on here and come on here and talk about who's doing what and what's working the best. I mean, I know it's different for everybody, but my goal is definitely when I get back and the ice cream is gone. That's the other thing. The ice cream has to be gone because I'm the only one that eats it. It's chocolate. It's still my birthday, sort of. I celebrate my birthday for a long period of time. I don't really want to go into why, but I just do because, not everybody gets a birthday. So my daughter passed away today, 24 years ago. She was 9. Her birthday is August 8th, and she would have turned 10, but she didn't make it to 10. And then we buried her. Let's see, we buried her. She was born on the, she passed on the 2nd. We buried her on the 6th. Her birthday is on the 8th. So like this whole first week of August, it's very unusual for me to be in here talking to people and not be like in a ball, crawled up and crying, because honestly, that's where I go to a lot on this day every year. I can't help it. It just happens. It's ingrained in me. Like that's my kid. That's not, that's my child. That's the worst, man. I'll tell you, I can take a lot of losses, but the two worst ones so far for me have been my child and my mom. There are no words. There will never, ever, ever be words. But she didn't make it to her 10th birthday. And I remember her, she kept saying, "Oh, I'm almost double digits. I'm almost double digits." And y'all had to know this kid to understand how determined she was. She was so brilliant. She was special. She was so special. And she was just determined to make it to 10, but she didn't. So as the time went on and years, got more and more and more, I'm like, I'm going to start celebrating my birthday for a month. I don't give a shit. I'll celebrate it a whole entire month, because that's what you should do. Not everybody gets that next birthday. So, just keep that in mind. We don't ever know when our time's going to come. I might not be here this time next year. Wait, knock on wood, because I don't want that to happen. But you just never know. So enjoy your birthday. Celebrate the hell out of it. If you don't celebrate it for, a week or a month like I do, celebrate it for, however long you want. I celebrate it for at least a couple of weeks. I started out celebrating a day for every year that she was gone. Like every year I would add a day, and then I'm like, well, at some point, if I live long enough, I'll be celebrating for the entire year, which is fine too. Celebrate, right? Life's short, man. Have fun. Eat, drink, be merry. Just have fun. I'm going to get ready and get off here. No, we do not. You're right, Kale. And by the way, I love the new people in here. Y'all are amazing. I love it. I'm so glad y'all came in and talked and we had a nice time. No, you're right. You know what? I saw something about that recently, Kale. It's because I follow this guy that talks about, how to handle grief and stuff like that. Because, it doesn't matter how long it's been when somebody passes. There's just some losses that you don't ever get over, to never get over. And I can tell you that losing a child, nobody ever gets past that. They don't get over it. They never recover. You don't ever fully recover from burying your child. Ever, ever, ever. You just don't. But they say that grief is a form of love that you carried for that person. And if you're, you don't want to spend your whole life grieving, and she wouldn't want me to. I can tell you right now, that girl was a fireball. She'd be like, if she had the opportunity, she'd come down here and thump me and say, "You are not going to do that. Go live your life. Go have fun. Travel. Do the things you want to do. Because life's short." It just is. And she would tell me that. And I know that. And that's what makes it, harder. Sometimes I feel kind of guilty because I'm living my life. And I'm like, well, why didn't she get to live hers? And a friend of hers from St. Jude, I don't know if y'all know this, but my daughter was at St. Jude for multiple months. And they're amazing. They're amazing. But she had a friend that one of her really good friends from there. And she was about 4 years younger than Ashley. So let's see. Ashley was born in 91. She would be, y'all, don't with the math thing. My brain's not working well today. But I just saw pictures of her because I follow her and her family still, because we were really good friends at like Ronald McDonald and Target House, which I don't know if y'all know about Target House, but it's a big deal in Memphis. And we're still friends. And I saw a video the other day of her. She's with her family at the beach and she's pregnant. I knew she got married like about 3 or 4 years ago and got pregnant and she lost it. And oh my God, I broke my heart because I'm like, did all that chemo that she had, cause that? Why do my lips look purple? I'm drinking white wine. That's weird. Um, I couldn't figure out, was like the chemo. She didn't have radiation. I know radiation causes problems with your eggs. I know that because my kid had it. But I couldn't remember like if chemo really affects it or not. But she had a miscarriage, and it broke my heart for her. So I've known that kid since she was 4. She's just a little baby fighting cancer. That's not fair. But she is currently pregnant again. The baby is due in the fall, and she looks like she's very healthy and very happy. So prayers for her that everything goes well, because she really, really wants to have this baby. And if anybody deserves it, she does, because she is now, I don't know for sure if she continued, but I know she went into nursing, and I'm pretty sure she worked with children. She doesn't work at St. Jude, because their burnout rate at St. Jude is anywhere between 2 to 5 years. Nurses there can't stay much longer than that, because they just can't keep seeing it all over every day. They get close to these kids. They're like their own children, because they take care of them, and then they get, things don't go right. And as much as I don't like to say this, St. Jude is amazing in what they do, but when a child is so sick that they need to go to St. Jude, that's their last hope. That is their last hope. That's their only hope. So, I can't say enough good things about them. I know my kid, is familiar with St. Jude. Hi, baby. Oh, you want to come up here with me? Oh. So this little guy is funny, because you see his ball in his mouth. He knows. He knows, like, when I'm upset. Oh, he's just going to get up here and sit on me. Thank you. He knows when I get upset, and he, like, comes up here to comfort me. Is that not the coolest? Y'all can't have him, though. He's mine. But isn't he sweet? Oh, my God. What are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? Say hi to everybody. Say hi. All right, y'all. I'm going to get off here and go watch something good on TV. I know, he's so precious, isn't he? He needs to come on my lives more often. Hey, you get that ball. I know you want it. But I will stay on my community tab here on YouTube and let y'all know when I'm going live, and I'll be sharing some stuff from Vegas. It probably won't be live, because I don't really want people knowing. People are weird. I don't want them knowing I'm not gone. Not that I'm gone. People are crazy. You never know what they might do. But it was so great meeting all the new people and seeing some old faces. Not old, but you know what I mean. And I appreciate y'all being here and supporting me. And I'll be going live more often, so look for that. This little dude is determined. He is determined to be up here in my lap. Okay. And Amy Nicole Collins. Oh, I just said your last name. Sorry. Thank you for bringing in your friends, because they're all very sweet and amazing. And I'm going to end this stream with a good night, and I love everybody. And me too. I know, me too. Yes, definitely. Everybody sub, and don't forget to like, please. If I can get some more hours, and I have the followers, I have the subs. Do you hear him growling? I've got his ball. He's not happy. But yeah, if I can get the watch hours and stuff that I need on here, I will get monetized again. So that would be great. Every little bit helps. So thank you, ladies. I appreciate it, and have a great night. Yes, love you too, girl. And I will talk to everybody soon. Thank you for joining me. Have a good night. Bye. There we go. Are you up here with me?